tape. So we try and time it with, let's break me off Hi everyone, this is Marty from Dog Nation Hockey Foundation. Welcome to Dog Bowl 14. I'm here with Lucas Bisbee in New York Life, this year's streaming sponsor. Tell me a little bit about your New York Life.
Yeah, Marty, thank you for having me. So again, Lucas Bisbee with New York Life, Colorado, one of the partners here at the Cherry Creek office. Some of the areas that we help our clients, we do a lot in the realm of life insurance, disability insurance, we do financial planning, we really do the full spectrum. We help with some tax efficiency strategies. We'd love to share with everybody how to really help maximize how you can get back to Dog Nation, some different strategies of how we leverage that here locally in the community.
Yeah, and you guys have been part of Dog Nation for quite a few years now, and you even on a personal level, even before New York Life was sponsored.
Absolutely, yeah. So I've been part of the Dog Nation family for almost since day one. Since first Dog Bowl was out there refereeing, donating back some of our game fees to help support the cause. So it's very near and dear to my heart. Love what we do, love the impact that we have here in the community.
Yeah, and so you actually have a little bit of a personal connection to Dog Nation. You want to tell us about that one?
Absolutely. So Dog Nation is very near and dear to my heart. One of my best friends who actually officiated our wedding last year, Patrick Donnelly, thanks to the support of Dog Nation, helped give back and helped him get a new heart. And yeah, it was really tremendous what he was able to do, and all thanks to the support of Dog Nation.
Yeah, and Patrick's now a big part of Dog Nation, and anybody that knows Dog Nation knows Patrick as well, and they're going to know you too at this point. And this year's an exciting year for me because you've refereed many Dog Bowls, but I'm going to referee my first Dog Bowl this year, and we're going to trade partners throughout the weekend, and one of those is going to be you.
Love it. Yep, we're going to show Marty the ropes and how to not do a good job.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting. And for all of you out there, thank you to all the sponsors. Thank you to Shaw Hockey Productions, who does an amazing job in live streaming all these games. And we just couldn't do it without all of these sponsors and all of these volunteers. And welcome to Dog Bowl 14, and enjoy the game.
Thank you to all the other sponsors out there. Please come see us at our booth. We'd love to chat more about other ways that we can help Dog Nation. Thank you, and enjoy the game.
All right, I'm Zach Newmeyer here along with Jake Mykrans. We're here to watch the Rink Rats in orange versus the Colorado Warriors C in the dark jerseys. So dark that you can barely see the numbers, Jake. This is going to be a challenge.
Yeah, it really is. I don't really know the numbers already. I just got the sheet in front of me, and not being able to see the numbers is not going to help very much.
So I can make a little comment about that little short video you guys saw before this game with Marty Richardson, the dog father, and Lucas Bisbee, who is a Division I referee. And Marty had his reffing debut at Dog Bowl earlier. So you had Marty, the very junior ref, in his second game ever reffing, and you have Lucas, one of the more seasoned veterans referees, reffing a game together. So it was a perfectly balanced match because of that.
Sure, he's still better than me. I just like to yell at the refs, not be a ref. So.
The refs do have to have thick skin. So the Rink Rats are returning champions. They've won multiple Dog Bowls, and including last year, they're back with most of their same roster. They did retire out a Mark Sieversite. We got to give a shout out that he is not able to make it this year, as he feels like it is time for retirement, but I'm sure that just means he takes a little bit of a breather and he'll be back, as Mark's a Minnesota boy and he's not done with hockey yet. We also have a father-son combo on the Rink Rats with the Walsh family, with Father Tim, who is also a high school coach in the local community, and his son, who is probably significantly better than the father at this point in their career. Okay, to the left of your screen is the Rink Rats in orange, and we are about to be underway. Puck is actually won back and then picked up by Sam Taylor. Takes a first shot on goal. So Sam Taylor was a late addition to the roster. He is appearing in his first men's league game ever, which means that there are rink rats that are, there's several rink rats actually that are double his age. This puck comes back, it's picked up at the point, and he's gonna try to push it in. It does not make it around. Now it finally goes around the boards. It's intercepted and thrown out front. Picked up, and it is behind the net, pushed out front for a quick goal. That one comes off of Sam Taylor out front, and then is put in. Goalie didn't have a chance on that, wide open in front.
I was just going to talk about how good the goalies looked in warm-ups and how low scoring this was probably going to be, but we are under a minute into this, and we already have a goal.
That's Robert Locke with the first points of the night. Sam Taylor, number 9, with the assist. We're doing a format of 2 halves, so 22-minute halves, and then a short intermission and then another half. A little bit of a modern format for hockey. Sam comes in, gets the puck taken away from him, tries to get it back, and it goes up the boards, and it's shot across middle, bounces off of a Rat stick, and a Warrior will pick it up in the zone, and they'll bounce it around the boards, and it sits down behind the net. A little bit wet back there as the puck stops. Rats will pick it up, long pass, gets knocked around, and then pushed back into the zone offsides. They're forced to reset, and the Rats pick it up, and they'll be trying to do a little bit of line change as that puck bounces around and gets fired back into the Rat zone. Mike, a multiple Dawg Cup championship goalie, tried to play that puck behind there. And this one gets pushed around, picked up by Marietta, also known as Big Sexy, one of the longest members of this Rink Rat team, being 13 years. He's been playing with them. I played with him for a large portion of those. This one goes all the way down for an icing. It'll come back into the Rat zone.
Very spread out on the ice here, lots of ice to work with, but it seems like the Colorado Warriors have a very good forecheck, 2 on the puck at all times, not really letting the Rink Rats utilize the space that their wingers are creating.
Corey Van Zant on the draw. He wins it to the winger, and then it gets pushed away. Picked up by the younger of the Walsh family. He throws it up to Mike Marietta on the wing, and he hits the zone with speed. He'll cross behind, find a little bit of room. He's got room to shoot, kicks it out to a buddy, and takes a swing and miss, and it gets pushed out to the point. They'll regroup. Young Walsh walks in, fires, tries to hit back door, gets intercepted by the goalie, and the goalie ends up getting his hands on it and will force the face-off in the zone.
Very solid defensemen the Rink Rats have. Seems to be all the way through. Lots of depth.
This is Walsh, picks it up, he's got room, fires it low hard, hits some sticks, goes wide. Picked up down the corner, and they'll move it around to the point. Dason tries to keep it in, bounces off the pads. 1 to beat, but that is probably the best defenseman on the ice right now that he had to beat and is unable to. Gets pushed back, picked up, and carried into the zone. The Rats really unselfish with the puck, passing it around. Looking like a championship team here. Battle for it down low. The Warriors try to send it around the rim once. Try to reverse. There's nothing going. There's Rats on both sides. A lot of pressure down low. They finally go up to the center and go right back to Walsh. Walsh fires it low hard, hits a skate, goes wide. Marietta tries to put it out front. Goaltender forced to make a save again. And both teams will change.
Warriors really needed that change. Rink Rats also have a much fuller bench. A lot more guys on the bench.
That may be a factor late into the game. Fatigue will likely set in, although these guys are some well-trained athletes and they can probably handle it even at altitude. Warriors try to get out. Sean knocks it down in the air, kicks it back to defenseman. Walsh takes a look. Hits his open winger, who will carry it into the zone and tries to flip it in. Doesn't get what he wants on it. Gets turned over to the Warriors. Warriors off the boards a couple times. Try to get it past Walsh. Unable to. Walsh has to wait for the zone to clear. Walks in, shows a little bit of skill, and gets stopped by the defense. Oh, goes out front. Misdirected out front. Fortunate, right place, right time goal there.
Walsh looking like Connor McDavid a little bit there.
Walsh was able to dance into the zone. It's Gates bouncing around. That is Dan Grady on the goal. Back at center, Sean in the orange will take the draw. And Pembleton for the Warriors tries to get in the zone, can't get by the stick, and it gets turned over to the Rats. Rats are looking. They try to get it, and they push it right up to the wing. Good coverage on there, and they will keep it in the zone. Warriors looking around, and it gets knocked away, and the Rink Rats now transition. Sean from the Rats fighting for it. They dance around Captain Dwayne, who was also part of the Survivor game, by the way.
That might have been offsides. I'm not sure. The ref had his arm up, but didn't call it.
If there was not a whistle, then it is not offsides officially.
That's a good
and
point.
We play forward. Should be noted that, good shot from the slot area there by the Warriors, and then it gets kicked to the side and picked up by Walsh. Walsh takes a look, waiting, telling people what to do, motioning what to do, and throws a pass that is not picked up. Sam Taylor gives chase, and it gets pushed into the corner, and the Warriors will fight for it. D to D behind the net, looking, and it'll go D to D in front of the net, and does not clear the zone. Good job by the Rats to keep it in. Goes low, Walsh. 2, Taylor, save made. Comes out, Warriors going the other way. Pembleton driving all by herself. Goes in, hits the brakes, looks for help. The changing behind the play. The team's a little bit late to catch up, pushes it deep, and then she goes for a change. The rest of the Warriors pick it up. Still controlling it. Get it out to the point, and it slips past the point, goes out to center ice. They're forced to regroup at the bench. That one gets touched by a Rat at center, negates any chance for icing. The goalie finishes it off by catching it, passes it up to Taylor. Taylor chips it around, and he'll race for it into the zone. It's picked up by the defense. Travis Nix that made the play, kicked it out, and now the forwards will send it in deep. Slap shot from the outside. That is not going to get by the goaltender. They'll flip it far, and it takes a bounce, and it gets touched center ice, and there will be no icing, and Travis Nix will regroup behind his own net, waiting for his teammates, and he sends it around the boards to a wing, and ref helps screen that one, then it gets back to Walsh. Walsh to Jason Rapp, back to Walsh. Walsh looking for the long pass, he has it to his dad. That was a father-son pass combo there. Good multi-touch breakout by the Rink Rats. And then it gets shipped into the zone. Traps Nix again back trying to clear it out. Under pressure for Matt Engelhardt before they finally get it up high and unable to clear the zone. DJ Dirks walks in deep, gives it to Engelhardt. Engelhardt back up to the point. It's Walsh again. He seems to really be like a quarterback for this Rat team. Fires it to the middle, try to get a stick on it. It gets deflected past the net. They'll push it down to the corner, and they will battle the boards. Rink Rats coming out with a lot of these stick battles up to Dason Rapp at top. We're happy to say that Dason Rapp must have canceled his camping trip and is present, as he has been known to miss these tournaments for camping, which I'm sure his family appreciates, but his colleagues on the ice might not. Marietta takes it into the zone and turns it over. Good defense there to break up the 3-on-1. Get it out. Oh, we might have it too many men. Or we might just say this is a charity tournament and let that fly. Refs here donating their times. 55 different teams, several games. It's the refs donate everything, so it's great for them to show up. Everybody really appreciates that they're here. The games don't happen if they're not here, so shout out to Kyra for participating in this event. Coming back the other way, they'll push it deep into the zone. Mike's getting a little bored, gets a hold of the puck and pushes it right to the other team to give himself some action. Intercepted by Walsh, pushed out, goes over Dwayne's stick, stays into the zone. And the Warriors try a centering pass. Good interception by the young Walsh, who chips it out of the zone, and Dwayne will give chase. Comes back to the Warriors. Intercepted again. Sean picks it up and does a complete 360, then trips over the blue line.
A pirouette.
Almost looks like a sniper got him. And we got our first penalty coming on this one.
It's going to be on the Rats.
Got a high stick. Dason Rapp apologizes as the high stick was inadvertent. Dason Rapp has been in the penalty box before, I'm here to tell you, but I don't think that one was his normal one. That one was truly an accident. And we got about 11 minutes left to go in this first. We have a 2-0 lead by the Rink Rats, but we will see a power play from the Colorado Warriors.
This could be a turning point.
And they actually have 6 on the ice right now. I think maybe somebody was hoping they'd pull their goalie and just do a 6-on-5 or 6-on-4, but not happening. Hamilton takes the draw, goes out, and picked up, and Walsh, failed attempt, goes back to Travis Hicks. He fires wide of the net. Picked up by Pembleton. She looks, skates in, she's got room, showing some skill, but gets pickpocketed, and this will be a breakaway. Sean, one goalie to beat, and he shows some intense moves. And you're looking at Sean Dean with a short-handed, intercepts it, unassisted goal. What do you think of that one?
That was Datsukian. Datsukian with the pullback there on Thomas Vokun. Really, really nice.
Here's the replay. He sells the shot to the far corner, carries it over, and has an empty net to put it in right there.
Goalie almost in the parking lot on that one.
Goalie's got to forget about that one and rebound. Those are tough. But the Warriors remain on the power play. They'll look to capitalize on that man advantage that they have right now for another 51 seconds. And it is turned over to Father Walsh. Father Walsh is going to give another breakaway. This is Robert Locke, and he fires from the outside. Goalie makes a save. And we are run time, so these penalties go quick. So it's kind of like insult to injury. When you get a shorthanded goal, you get 30 seconds off the clock.
Yep.
By the time it gets set up and starts rolling.
The best defense is a good offense. That's what they always say.
This face-off inside the Warrior zone. They'll win it. They go back and collect. They still got a little bit of time, and for a short amount of time, another 10 seconds, they have a man advantage. They'll break it out with 3 touches and walk into the zone, and we are 5 seconds away from even strength. They will get a chance, a power play chance. Almost got the deflection.
What a snag from DiNardo.
DiNardo stepped up and got in the way of that deflection attempt and just gloved that thing like a hungry catcher.
That's a great save.
Even strength now. As soon as the puck drops, the Rat comes out of the box and goes to the bench to make a line change, and it is 5-on-5 hockey again. That is Father Walsh, who gets it out of the zone, and it comes right back in and then gets picked up again by the Rats. A little bit of back and forth there. Robert Locke takes it in the zone. He sends it over to Sam Taylor. Sam Taylor gets pickpocketed and sent up. And it'll get turned around and pushed back into the zone. Taylor will fight for it down low. It gets ripped around by the Warriors. Warriors pick it up on the far boards, and they got a 3-on-2 slow development, but the Rats hurry back and cancel out that option. That is officially a shot on goal, not a real scoring attempt. And it gets back to the point, and then it bounces out again. Father Walsh hands it off. Taylor tries a little toe drag and gets pushed to the corner where he'll fight for it. Pushes it in, and tangles up, goes back to the Warriors in front. Tried the long pass, intercepted by Dason Rapp, and then pushed over to your near board. They'll decide to regroup. Andy Kapisiak drives in. It's all him. He fires it hard. Glove save. It bounces right back to him, catches his own rebound, puts it down low. Oh, a no-angle shot that had a chance. It had a chance. It had the height. It was impressive. Marietta skating through middle, making people miss, and then it gets intercepted. Forrest Myers pushes it out to center. Dason Rapp picks it up. He's forced to regroup to the young Walsh. Young Walsh takes a look. He's looking. He's buying some time, moving with the puck. And still looking for open ice, and he puts it up on the boards. And it starts coming back into the zone. That's DJ Durkee. He's carrying it around behind. He's got Sexy. Sexy fires right into the goalie, and it bounces off. That's officially a save. And it comes out the other way. Makes one person miss. Dason Rapp swings the stick, makes a good play for a turnover, and it bounces back and forth, and it lands where it always seems to land, which is young Walsh's stick. He drives into the zone by himself, and he's looking for people in front. He's got a couple people circling. Warriors really clogging that middle when they have time. He'll change directions, and there's some jockeying for position in front. Unable to go, and I think we're calling a crease violation. Is that what we got going on there? What's that call?
I believe that is a crease violation. I think it's going to be at the neutral zone dot right here, the offsides dot close side.
Oh.
I have not seen that called in a long time.
Very, very common men's league call, but not one you see very often in other games. Draw is one back by the Rats. They will push it in, and it swings around, and it bounces right back out. Rats pick it up. They'll fire it in. Sean Dean gets into the zone. I'm not sure. It looked like a delayed offsides, and then he kind of changed his mind, and we're just going to let that roll. All right, goes back in. Pembleton carries it in the zone. She makes one miss. Big move. Plays the body, though. Good defense. Did not fall for the puck. Randy Hallett there on the stop. Chris Belvins carries it into the zone, goes up to Sean Dean. Sean Dean takes a look. He'll pass it ahead to Matt Engelhardt. Matt Engelhardt gives it back to Sean Dean. A great drop pass right there. Looks like Sean's a little too cool to just fire that. He wants to walk in and dance it in there. Get a couple different shots off of Randy Hallett, working hard on the side, gets his own rebound, and he'll gain control and throw a wild one across the middle. Nobody ready. Comes back to the point, gets pushed in deep before it gets turned over to Travis Nix. Travis Nix kicks it up the boards, and then it drops back into the Rat side of the ice. Sean Dean gets the puck, carries it right back in. Soft touch pass, intercepted. And they'll regroup behind the net.
That was close. That was close. Almost put it into his own net there.
Yeah, you haven't really played defense if you haven't scored on your own goalie. That happens. Oh, big chance out front. DiNardo comes up to play it. Fires wide, and then a blind pass to the point and comes out of the zone. That was Forrest Myers with a great opportunity. Good shot. DiNardo got the better side of it, pushed to the side. Coming back out of the Warriors side, and they are going to call a miss on that. And the ice.
No ice.
Oh, he's waved off somewhere.
I think it was, I don't know.
He must have said that he touched it or wanted to touch it. Got a little bit of standoff with the goalie in front. That's a good rivalry there. We got the same thing happen the other way, but this time it's going to be an icing. 4 minutes left to go. Rats are up 3-0 in this first half of a 2-half hockey game.
That's a weird sentence right there. Weird sentence.
It is indeed. All for charity. Face off in the Rat zone, off to DiNardo's left. This one comes back to the Warriors side, and then it gets bounced around. Picked up off the boards, given to the point. Point looks, fires. Good block. Good block by Taylor. Comes back, tries to steal it, and does. And it pops out, and with speed, got a bit of an odd man. Goes up to Father Walsh. Father Walsh gives it up to Taylor. Taylor fires it up and over the net. That may have been deflected. That'll hit the upper netting and give a face-off inside the zone. The clock keeps going with 3 minutes left to go in this half.
That was a fast transition right there from the Rats. As soon as they get that puck, they're gone every time.
Robert Locke showing his speed out of the zone for sure. We got some juggling with people going on the Warrior side. They're putting everybody up on the line. They win it out to the wing, and they will go around the boards for the breakout. Comes back, looking D to D, and the D pass is made. And this goes up to Blair Pembleton, and it will be picked off by the young Walsh. Young Walsh looking, hits a skate of Taylor, then it comes right back into the zone, and a shot from the outside, blocked off the side of the shin of Dason Rapp. And he will fight for it, and then it gets stuck in the goalie pads, which officially is a save. Two minutes left to go in this half. Rats up by 3. Warriors showing flashes, but really no sustained pressure.
Time of possession definitely in the Rats' favor there. Ooh, great save.
Sam Taylor comes up the side with speed. He'll go to the center. He's looking for help. Pushes it to Father Walsh. Father Walsh tries to give it back, and he does. Taylor picks it up, looking to give it back, and it goes off the stick, then bounces through. And Rats control as Robert Locke will cycle it around. Young Walsh keeps it in. He toe drags it around, has room. He's going to walk all the way with this one. Tries to put it short side and does not, as that one is stopped and blocked into the corner. Walsh still in possession. He'll give it out to Robert Locke. Robert Locke hustles to keep it in the zone, and he'll cycle it around. Cycle around to Father Walsh. Father Walsh to wrap, off the boards, off the skate, to the centering pass, off the skate. Defense, good job tying him up. That was Darren M.F. and Delaney that kept that one out. This comes in, Walsh to Taylor. Taylor fires it, and it scores off the blocker side.
That is a wicked wrister.
Yeah, that was a wicked wrister.
Just inside the post.
Once he got inside that slot area, he had a lot to look at.
Yep.
We're winding down inside the last minute of the first half. That is the Rats' fourth goal, and the Warriors at 0. Warriors take it in, unstable, but he pushes it through, and then a back check knocks it free for a second, and then the Warriors have it. Give it up to Marietta with a solid back check from Marietta, which you don't hear that all the time. He's such an offensive-minded guy, and he's got it, protecting the puck, and it gets pushed into the corner. They're going to fight for it, and my money's on Marietta to come out with that. And he does initially, and then it gets turned over. Picked up, turned over, picked up, turned over. Now it's coming out on the Warriors' side. Warriors cross center ice with speed. Matt Engelhardt makes a good back check, chips it out of the zone, picked up by the Warriors, and that'll be our intermission. We're looking so far with a 4-0 lead. It looks like the champion, former defending champion Rink Rats still have what it takes, maybe.
They're dominating the first half there. A lot of the time they were winning the neutral zone, but the neutral zone also looked like a game of hot potato most of the first period there.
A lot of turnovers, a lot of back and forth.
Yep.
A little bit of tennis match going on.
Exactly.
Undoubtedly, you know, the Warriors actually have a coach on the bench, and he's really animated in his speech and probably sparking emotion as well as some of that logic of don't turn over the puck.
I'd love to hear that speech. I'm sure it's probably Herb Brooks type speech going on over there.
I'm sure. And then on the Rink Rat side, you got a little bit of DiNardo's speech going on. He's waving his hand and moving some people around, and you got a couple players that aren't listening to him, but some of them are really engaged.
I think most of the team is not listening to him, actually. Looks like we got some guys schmoozing over here.
Yeah, the Rats are veterans. They've heard all the cliches. They know the speeches. They know what they need to do. Problem sometimes is execution.
Yep.
But they are up 4-0, so you just kind of keep doing what you're doing at that point.
Yeah, I can't blame them.
A little bit of confusion here on if we change sides or not at halftime, as halftime hockey is new for people.
Looks like both goalies going to the same end right now, but I think they are going to switch sides.
That'll be a tough end to score on.
Yep. Which plays to the Warriors' favor. Maybe they'll be able to come back from this 4-0 deficit here.
I think we're going to see some sparks out of a couple of the Colorado Warriors players that have been sitting back. Travis Nix is one of them, number 67 on defense. Has really proven that he has some ability. I think he's going to have to open up a little bit, take some offensive chances. We're also seeing Blair Pembleton has been winning all the face-offs that she takes and has had several times she's carrying the puck into the zone by herself. I think we're going to see those players try even a little bit harder here to try to even this scoreboard a little bit. And have to watch out for the young Ring Rats, being Sam Taylor and the young Walsh, who have proven to be a considerable amount of skill for this. This one goes back into the Warrior zone. They'll break it out D to D. They take a look and pass it up to the wing. A blind swinging poke check stops it for a second. Good shot from the outside. DiNardo makes the save, tracking that the whole way. That's another player worth mentioning is Forrest Myers, is number 44 on the Warriors, who's had plenty of chances. Really a lot of good shooting areas from the high slot area, and DiNardo's been coming way out of the net to meet those. This one goes up to Travis Nix. He'll dump it in, and then it is turned over to the Rats. Randy Howlett pushes it around the other way. A little bit of collision at the point, but a good tap from the winger, and they got an odd man rush going into the zone. with speed. One person beats him, tries to go upper corner. That's a save. Goes up into the net. How are we looking in that first half of shots, by the way?
Oh, first half of shots, looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. The Rats had 11, the Warriors had 6. So that's where we were looking after the first half. Makes sense. The Rats kind of dominated that first half.
Even with only the 11 shots, it feels like the Rats have had all the attack zone
Yeah,
time.
a lot of time of possession. Breakouts have not been good for the Warriors. Let's see if they can fix it right here, though.
Warriors flip it to the glove of the alternate captain, Blair Pembleton, and she forces it into the zone and then gives chase. Pushed out by DiNardo, does not clear the Warriors. They'll maintain possession. Try to fire backdoor. That's good defense right there by the young Walsh to keep that backdoor pass from getting through. It's Mariette at center, bounces off of his stick and goes back to the regroup of the Warriors. Out to Pembleton and to the near side, picked up by Dason Rapp of the Rats. He'll take a look, and he flips it. Bounce pass to his forward, picked up by Dwayne, the captain Dwayne, who is responsible for putting all this together for the Rats for years. And Dwayne pushes into the zone, and then it gets intercepted eventually and pushed back to the other side. Everybody content that is icing and pulls up. Nobody really chasing that puck. Just,
nope.
Okay, it's icing. Let's agree on that and let's move down the ice.
Yep, once that puck hit the Warriors' blue line, I'm pretty sure everybody was already turned around.
Everybody was convinced. A little bit of conserve the energy. It's a long tournament. Right?
Yep. Keep the legs fresh.
Sean Dean on the Rat side and pushes it out to the side. That one is won by the Warriors. Warriors will go D to D. They attempt and it slips through. Picked up again behind the net. Look for the regroup and have to do a long pass. The Rats forechecking 2 guys back there, making the breakout difficult, but they do get through it. As Chris Blevins carrying it in the zone, he's got good shooting area right there as everything kind of parted for him in the center, but it does hit bodies and go off to the corner. Picked up by the young Walsh. He'll flip it up and it is nearly intercepted, but Dwayne battles for it. Pushes it out to the other forwards. That's Dan Grady carrying in the zone to Sean Dean. Sean Dean looks for help. He'll circle around, still looking for that stick, bounces it off the goalie, and it comes out on the Warriors side. Warriors come up the boards, picked up by Dason Rapp. He'll flip it back to Sean Dean.
Oh, 6-4 with a huge hit.
Big check by 6'4", more of an interference type check. That is Darren MF and Delaney.
Man down, number 12, slow to get up.
That was a collision where Delaney was just kind of holding his ground and both people looking the other way. Dan Grady got the bad side of that, and he's going to go to the bench and think about it a little bit. No harm, no foul here. It's all charity, and we're going to keep moving on. Collision's happy. That's why it happened. That's why you wear the gear.
Yep. Oh, man, what a hit that was.
It was solid. Both players not really looking in the right direction.
Nope.
Dan Grady appears to be all right on the bench. Face-off is won and then turned over, and the Rats will carry it in. That's Father Walsh. He'll give it over to the center. It bounces out and comes back, a 2-on-2. Quickly developing inside the Rat zone. A little hold up at the blue line. Almost created an offsides, but did not. And it bounces off of a Rat, comes out to Walsh. And we got the speedy Robert Locke speeding through and looking for help, and they'll circle around, and that's Taylor. He passes it through the middle with more speed than most people are ready to catch, and then it comes back and creates a chance in the high area, and they'll pitch it up, and it goes out. Oh, it does not go out of the zone. Walsh in front. What a backhand. That thing did not quite make it out of the zone. Backhand by Robert Locke off a great pass, backhand pass from Tim Walsh. This one comes into the zone the other way. That's Forrest with another chance from the outside, firing everything he can at the net, and then charging to get his own rebound, but that one is saved by DiNardo. This one will go over to the Rink Rat side for a face-off.
Full change for the Rats, but not, or sorry, full change for the Warriors, but not the Rats there.
Undoubtedly a sign of the Rats' condition. They're able to stay out there.
Oh!
I don't know.
Post off.
We'll go replay on that.
Oh my gosh.
That was a far post. He was moving a different direction. Think he had an obstructed view on that one. This will come in from the outside. He'll hold this one and regroup. Bounces around his glove a little bit, calms down. Here's a replay on this one. Let's see.
Post, pad. Oh,
Yeah,
man,
really
that's
really
close.
jacked. That was really
That's
close.
close.
That was
When it-
centimeters away.
When it's going for you, it's going for you.
Right, right. This one comes back and they'll battle for it in the zone, and it gets a long pass, bounces over a couple sticks, and will generate an icing. Then we'll come back in the Warrior zone. This time the Rats are changing. Warriors are staying out there. We got about 15 minutes and 30 seconds left to go in this half, final half of hockey. Sean Dean on the draw for the Rats. He wins it back, and he'll handle it, looking for help. Very cool hands back there. Takes a look, and fires it across and picks up Dason Rapp. Dason Rapp's going to fire it from bad angle. Gets a great tip, though. Maybe that was all the plan. Goes back to Engelhardt, regroups, back to Sean Dean. Sean Dean will walk it in. He's fighting to get out front, gets it to Engelhardt in front with time, and then a stick gets in the way, and they turn it over to the Warriors, only to be picked up by where it always ends up with the young Walsh. He'll be patient on the outside. He fires across, looking backdoor, a little bit of miscommunication.
The ref got a stinger there. Must have hit him right in between the shin pad and the skate there.
There's Blair Pendleton walking to the zone, tries the backhand and intercepted, picked up by Engelhardt, and then toss it around a little bit, and they'll have a good stick battle, and Walsh picks it up, and he rims it to Sean Dean. Sean Dean carried it into the zone, got a 2-on-2 developing. Make that 3, make that 4-on-2 as the Warriors are changing behind the scene, and it gets fired from the outside by Rapp, and just looks like it tipped off the glove and went over the net there. Now you got Marietta. Marietta fighting for space in the middle, looking for a little bit of love. He backhands it back to Walsh. Walsh walks in, got a little bit of room. They'll cycle it around to Dean. Dean carrying in, still looking. Warriors actually doing a good job keeping him out of the slot this half. And it comes back out on the Warriors. Warriors will go down. That is Andy Kapiciak. Brings it in the zone, gets it in front, gets a dangerous area. DiNardo's in the puck. He's got Dason skate near his face. And everybody's a little slow to get up there. But the good news is they're getting up.
That's what they got to do. Just keep throwing them at the net. DiNardo is stopping everything he can see, and the post is stopping everything he can't. So they just got to throw them at him, see what happens.
DiNardo has been hot to this point. Championship, multi Dog Bowl championship goalie right there. I mean, that's what you got to expect. You got to get some traffic in front on this kid. Shot from the point, didn't get what he wanted. He gets a second chance, a much better shot with a tip, and saved DiNardo. There's a battle in front. They are firing, and you are seeing them up the competition slightly. And DiNardo picks this one up, and it'll be a face-off inside the Rat zone again.
There's been a lot of those this half, actually. First half, it was just Warriors ice it. Warriors can't break it out, but the Warriors have had some sustained zone time here.
Kapiciak for the Warriors on the draw side, won it, and then it gets stolen away. Comes back, it'll go high off the glass, but an awkward bounce. Kapiciak fires wide, picked up by Blair Pendleton. Pendleton fires, it had 2 sticks there, just bounced through. Up to Travis Nix, he's gonna fire it. It's a lofty shot there. He was trying to get over his stick, didn't get what he wanted. It looked a little bit like he was using his 7-iron on that one, not his stick, but had to get it over the challenge.
DiNardo playing center field on that one.
Andy Kapiciak takes the draw for the Warriors, and it goes back and then off the boards. An attempted breakout doesn't go. Pressure's picking up a little bit from the Warriors as time is a factor with 4-goal deficit and 12 minutes left to go in this final half of this game.
It is all run clock too, so they got to do 2-minute drill, get on the ball here.
The rules are it's run clock unless it gets like 1 goal or a tie with 2 minutes left to go. So they got some work to do to get to that point.
Yep.
Refs waiting for a late line change. Usually a solid men's league move to have that line change if you've got a close game and you're barely winning. That's not the case here. Shot goes over the net, gets down to Blair Pendleton. She's got room, does a 2-move attempt. First move worked, second move did not. Gets turned over to the Rats. Rats try to clear it and cannot. They'll try again. That's Rama Wong with a couple good defensive moves to steal that puck.
Warriors really dominating the last 5 minutes of play. 5 minutes. The only time the puck's gotten out of the zone has been a Rats icing. So
Raymond Brooks wins the drawback clean. Shot from the point, save is made. This one kicks back behind the net. Picked up by Raymond Brooks, who's looking out front. It gets deflected. And Rama Wong with the defensive move there. He passes it up to Sean Dean after a couple touches. Sean Dean on the outside, being very cool, looking. He's got great vision, great hands. Gives it to Dwayne, tries to give it back in middle. That is blocked by the goalie stick. It goes down low, a couple of moves, and the Warriors will skate it out of the zone. Try to bounce it around. DJ Durkee's not happening. And Sam Taylor gets pushed out of the play, and that's a turnover on the zone, and then it comes out again, and they're forced to regroup with the young Walsh back at center ice.
Walsh and Sean Dean on the ice together is scary. They've definitely been the two best players on both teams, and they've definitely hooked up, especially on that Sean Dean goal earlier.
And this should be an icing, and it's not.
Nope.
They wave it, call the touch, even though I think it was fired before the touch, but that's just one fellow's opinion and a non-official opinion at that. Comes back, Walsh will take a look, and the Rats will work on the breakout, and they'll pass it up to the wing. Durkee pass intercepted. Warriors jumping in passing lanes now. This is Forrest Myers, who's had a ton of chances tonight, and it gets taken away by Walsh. Little stick battle. Walsh comes out with it. He hits Dean. Dean carries it to the zone, got a 3-on-2. Dean goes to the outside and is forced to regroup, and now everybody's in the zone. Dean to Walsh. Walsh, quick pass to Taylor. Taylor looking, walking, looking. He'll regroup in the corner. He tries to get through it. The defense pickpockets it once and then takes it, and then Taylor gets it back. He's still fighting for it. Finally, the puck is turned over, and then no, it's not. It's back to the Rats. Rats to Dean, to Taylor. Taylor. Pass intercepted. There've been like 15 turnovers in the zone right here.
Just on this whistle here.
Right. And the Rats will enter the zone again. Walsh to Walsh pass. Tim Walsh has got the zone. He's got an area to shoot, but he looks for the post.
Rats have been dominating the offensive blue line, keeping the puck in the zone way more than it should be.
8.5 minutes, you've got to start seeing some urgency in the Colorado team. Long pass to Blair Pembleton. Blair Pembleton, puck gets touched by Walsh. She'll pick it up, walks around Taylor. Then she will kick it into the zone, and Brooks will give chase. It's cleared out by Jason Rapp and kept in temporarily by Travis Nix, and we got a tripping call coming up for sure there on Travis Nix. And Sam Taylor gets pickpocketed walking into the zone, but that will be a power play for the Rats. We have yet to see the Rats power play.
That's right, first time. They've been dominating with 5-on-5, so 5-on-4, I'd expect more of the same. And the benefit for the Warriors here is the icings won't get a whistle now, so that's good for them.
That is true. Could be part of the strategy. They only got 3 on the ice, which is, maybe a coaching failure over there. But they get that person out, all in good charity, and the runtime clock keeps ticking. And they will attempt to ice it, and it will make it out of the zone. Rats forced to regroup. Randy Howlett, a little trouble handling it. DiNardo will take it, almost turns it over. Gets out to center and gets picked up by Colorado team, and they'll play 4 corners with it a little bit, killing time. Although they need to be offensive.
I don't know if that's the strategy.
Yeah, they need to be a scoring threat right now with a 4-goal deficit.
Yep.
Wong kicks it over to Walsh. Walsh, one-touch pass to Hallett, intercepted. Blair Pembleton loses control, falls back to her teammates. Teammates go to walk. It goes through some skates with a surprise. Then goes out to Walsh. Walsh tries to keep it in the zone. It's intercepted, fired in, and Blair will finish it off and send it down the zone.
I'm surprised they don't have a young Walsh out there to quarterback the power play, if I'm honest with you. But 4 goals up, they might not need it.
Right, they might just rolling the lines. Could be no coach, right?
Could be no coach, true.
A good shot attempt there. And it is blocked and then caught out of the air.
First shot in a long time for the Rats. Warriors out shooting the Rats in the second half. Maybe a tactical slow change here from
The men's league change, the men's league 20-second change.
Classic.
With 30 seconds left to go on the penalty. Still a man advantage for the Rats. They win it back to the point cleanly, hit some bodies, big saves. A couple of big saves right there. Got deflected, goalie went low, then had to go high, and then covered his rebound. Excellent save.
He's got a large frame. Large frame. He can go up and down easy. That man who just shot the puck also has a large frame right there.
Puck, they'll fight for it behind and then ship it out to center ice. And the Rats will regroup. We're full strength, even 5-on-5 for the last 5.5 minutes of this one.
Oh, great steal. Big sexy across the zone.
Rats slow it down into the zone as they have. You got the Warriors setting up all four. It almost looks like a penalty kill. Kept into the zone, turned over to the Warriors. Good
Rats
back check by Engelhardt.
Rats have a guy limping to the bench here. A brief 5-on-4 for the Warriors.
That is Rama Wong that took one in the leg there. Hopefully it's just a stinger and he bounces right back. He hobbled over the boards, made it there in his own power. Seems to be in good spirits. Meantime, in the action, inside the Rat zone, they'll fight for it in the corners, picked up by Engelhardt. He'll try to chip it out. It's blocked, and they'll fight for it in front of the Colorado bench.
Ooh.
Comes out, and you got Marietta all alone for a breakaway, but it's Marietta, so they catch him.
Sean
But
Dean.
he's got cool hands, and look at this setup he makes for Sean Dean. Sean Dean, big save right there. Sean Dean one-on-one, some of the coolest hands in the game, and that was a great save by the goaltender. And speaking of hands, Big Sexy pulled him wide and made that happen.
Yes, he did.
He's always got an offensive strategy there.
Outweighted the defenseman there.
Outweighed him. If you can't outrun him,
Outweighed him.
outweighed him. Sean Dean on the draw for the Rats. And it goes to Colorado. Travis Nix picks it up. He'll go behind his net for safety. He's surrounded by two Rats. Gets it out to the point. Picked up by Dason Rapp. He'll push it in deep. They'll battle for it behind the net. Gets around to Dwayne. Dwayne picks it up. He's got a little bit of time. He looks to the middle, bounces through, hits a Colorado stick, and bounces out of the zone. And it'll be a race. Dason makes a sliding move to get it over to his defensive partner, who's not too shabby. That's the young Walsh. Throws it out for the regroup. Bounces off of a Rat stick, then gets turned over to Colorado. Then right back to Walsh again. It's like he's got a magnet for that puck. Out to Dwayne, into Sean Dean. Sean Dean walking. And he will do a drop pass, and it's fumbled around into the corner. That's Dan Grady. He kicks it out to the point. A little bit of help from Sean Dean, and they collect it just outside the zone. Forced to regroup. Dason Rapp takes a look and sends it all the way across to Captain Dwayne. Captain Dwayne takes a look, and he fires it in deep. All the Rats really got to do is just fire it in deep and get on to the next game. They're up by 4 with 3 minutes left to go. Colorado tries to push it to middle. It gets picked up by Sean Dean.
Ooh, great move.
And he will show his ability to be elusive as he almost walks through everybody and then loses the handle on the puck at the last second. Goalie dives out, makes a save.
Almost nasty right there. Very close. Travis Nix, the man with the best beard on the ice, for sure. Talking to the goalie there, looking like Brent Burns, James Harden.
Gotta be
Dynasty.
He's early with the playoff beard, or maybe his team's still in it. You know?
I hope not. Florida, and I don't like Florida or Edmonton.
Right. You can only cheer for 7 games, right? So we all have something to watch.
Yep.
Speaking of something to watch, there is a heck of a Platinum Series going on here this year with 5 active DU players are going to be in it. In addition to a couple guys named Hayduke that have been a heck of players over the years, the young up-and-coming Haydukes, as well as the senior Hayduke will be around this weekend, actually putting on blind goggles to play blind hockey. The man can do everything. We'll see if you take away his eyes, if he can still do it. I'm betting he can.
Yeah, once he gets the puck, I'm sure he can.
We got a young defenseman that some people might recognize, Sammy Girard, is going to be playing in that Platinum Series. Also, they'll be throughout the weekend. In addition to that, we got, as I mentioned, the blind hockey events, the sled hockey events, all kinds of hockey truly is for everyone type events going on. Really unique series we got here. Multiple teams, 55 teams playing in this tournament. Probably 100 volunteers pushing this stuff, including all the referees, scorekeepers, broadcasters, videographers, you name it. And then, of course, our sponsors take note of all of the names and logos we have around these rinks. all of these people making it happen so that Dog Nation's able to give out money to people that need. And this theme this year is the first responders, recognizes the first responder families and just the first responders and what they do. That's kind of what we got going on here this weekend. And we have 1 minute remaining in this contest. Rats with a solid 4-0 lead. Rocky Mountain with them. Oh, they got their biggest chance of the game right there with the back door. DiNardo slides post to post and cancels out the best opportunity. That was Curtis Bacchus that had a chance there on the back door. A great pass over to him. Got everything he wanted, but DiNardo is not going to be denied that shutout at this point.
I wasn't going to say the S word there.
We can say it as broadcasters. We can say it as broadcasters.
I don't know about that one.
Let him jinx it. Fight in front, final 20 seconds. This one goes out. Could be a breakaway attempt, but young Walsh getting in the way, and he's going to send it all the way down to his father. Father Walsh puts it into the zone. It's turned over to Rocky Mountain. They try to get one more attempt. This is Blair Pembleton. She does make the first move on Walsh, but he will not be caught on the second move. Not taking it easy, and this one is going to be held behind for Taylor, and this will do it.
It was a shutout.
Their final score, Rink Rats 4, Colorado Warriors 0 of this game 1 of this Copper A series.
Great first half, pretty boring second half, 0 goals, but
a little bit of lockdown hockey maybe going on there.
There you go. If you love a defensive showdown right here.
All right, from the Dog Bowl, I'm Zach Newmeyer along with Jake Mykrans. Thanks for joining. Lots of hockey to come. Stay tuned.
Thank you for joining us for Dog Bowl 14. We hope you enjoyed the game.
And always remember to play hard, play fair, and give back.
Thanks again, and we'll see you at the next puck drop. Thank you for joining us for Dog Bowl 14. We hope you enjoyed the game.
And always remember to play hard, play fair, and give back.
Thanks again, and we'll see you at the next puck drop.